Welcome back to more Foundation League week number 2 action. They joined. Oh no. We do have the Foxes and the Sabres. Hopefully they all
It should be good to go. Should be all right.
we're gonna just hop right in.
Yeah.
We were gonna have a short little intro. Oh. Wait, are we gonna get everyone in? I think we will. No,
Nope.
they left. No,
All right.
they left. Oh, we got a remake. Oh,
all right. We'll get a quick remake. Not a big deal. We'll get it figured.
At least we get time to intro the teams.
That's right. Now we can talk about the teams. This is going to be game 2 of week 2 for the night Foundation League. It is Foxes versus Sabres. As we can get this figured out, and we'll be getting into it real quick. We just had a great game of Flames versus. That was awesome. Hope you guys were here to catch it.
That was ridiculous. Rio popping off multiple times in that series. That was a little scary to me.
Yeah, that last series was really nuts. It was good to see. But coming into it this time, this one, I'm curious to see if the stats from last week are gonna help us out at all, or not, because we've got Foxes 1-0 from last week over their match. They went 4-1, but the Sabres barely getting their match win. They got it by 3-2. So I'm curious to see if they had a tougher opponent or what may happen.
I mean, a 3-2 and a 4-1. Obviously, there is a. Oh man, I apologize profusely. There. Obviously, that 3-2 and 4-1 that might make a bit of a difference, but I think these two teams are still quality teams. So I think we're still going to see a pretty good series. I don't think we're going to see as lopsided as the series we did last. So I felt like, I mean, it wasn't even that lopsided, to be fair.
It really wasn't. The scores came out, ended up being lopsided, but it didn't feel lopsided, except maybe one game was really out of hand, and the rest of them seemed pretty close in that last.
Yeah, for sure. But we got two things actually we wanted to say. Actually, I wanted to say maybe one thing. I don't know if you want to say this, but one of the players, it's their birthday actually, so I wanted to give them a bit of a shout out. I think it's Kamui
Kells.
Kamui Kells. Thank you.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you from us at MLE.
And best wishes on your game tonight. Hopefully you can get a birthday present for yourself, but you're going to have to work for it. It's not free in the MLE. So you got to make sure you get that birthday present. You got to go out and get your own birthday present.
Yes, for sure. I mean, you gotta come out. You gotta work for this win. But on the other side, I mean,
do you feel bad if you take away the birthday win? I think you feel more proud. I think if I was going up against the birthday man or birthday boy, I would I'd play my heart out and be like, no, I'm taking this win on your birthday. It's my. That would give me focus. That would be like my driving factor. It'd be like, you're my opponent for the next 25 minutes. And in 25 minutes, I'm going to make your birthday the saddest 25 minutes you've had. That would be my motivation.
Well, I got sent something from a GM, Delhi, saying that he told me a little something on Avo. Avo? Oh, he told me to give you a hard time. So I might have to give him a little bit of a hard time here.
We'll keep an eye on him and see. We'll call him out every single time he messes up, just for
just for Delhi. But we are gonna get into game number 1 here between the Sabres and the Foxes. That was a weird intro. I don't think I've ever done that before. But
we got a fun one here. We got a fun intro. We got birthdays. We got GMs yelling at their own players. So I'm in for it.
Again, nothing is orthodox here at the MLE. I'm just not gonna tell you that.
No. Why keep it boring when you can keep it fun? Game 1 though. Oh, immediately. Thank goodness Slink was there. We got the Foxes on the orange side on the left with Avo and Super Flame on the side of Sabres, Kamui and Slink, and just like that, Fox is gonna open it up. A great little tap in right there from. Loving their car colors, by the way. Off the wall, sets himself up for his own layup. Slink not able to get the defense. 1-0 for Foxes off the gate.
Really good job from them, and I was gonna bring in some personal bias here because Apollo, the GM, or the former GM, sorry, was a good friend of mine. But not the GM anymore, so I can't make fun of his franchise, which kind of makes me a little sad. But the Fox is getting off to a really good start. Avo, with a really good shot, it could have been better. It could have been, more top corner, but it worked out.
I love how you're trying to find out ways to criticize his first goal of the game. That could have been a little bit better. Could have gone in a little faster. That's more speed behind it,
Yeah, I mean, I got told by Deli, to make sure to harass him a little bit. I gotta do my word.
Now we know if the Foxes do end up taking the series, that is the motivation structure that works for Avo. Is that when he knows his GM is here and he's keeping an eye on him, he's got to play his heart out. Otherwise, he's getting beaten.
No. It's not the GM of the Foxes that Deli is. Deli's the GM of the
Sabres.
Of the Sabres. It's the Sabres?
I thought he was
the Sabres. I think it's the Sabres. It's the Spartans. I lied very, very strong. But
okay.
Super Flame gives the Foxes a 2-0 lead.
Yeah. That's pretty quick. A minute and a half in, we haven't really seen too much aggression from the side of the Sabres, so not able to get it there. That's my favorite goal, by the way, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. You just can't get over that one. That's definitely my favorite goal animation, so well done there.
I can't agree with you there.
Well, we'll have to agree to disagree because it is the best one. You have no more options.
It really isn't. It really isn't the best.
While we're talking about that, though, Sabres are actually really playing 7-second goal on that one, bringing it with a nice little tip right there, bounces it up and over Super Flame, not able to get around it, and that is going to give him within 1 point. Sabres not going out of this.
Yeah, the Foxes defense, it was a little bit, they weren't expecting that shot. Ava was a little bit late, but it was a good shot from him. It bounced it, which kind of confused the defense a little bit. And the Sabres back into it, only down by 1 with just half the game gone. So there is still a lot of time for them to come back. A really early pre-jump. Holy cow! He came from midfield on that one.
Oh, I thought he was going to squeak it around Slink there, but it goes just wide left. I thought that was about a perfect shot right on goal. Slink had the premonition, though. He knew it wasn't going in, had no worries. He wasn't scared.
Why would you ever be scared from a shot from Avo? Come on. Slink is going to tie the game. Now that's the best illustration right there. Poof! Ties it at 2.
Yep. Bringing it back in. A nice midfield shot. Not wide at all. Perfect butter shot right in the middle. Exactly what he needed, and that is going to tie it back up. They still got a long time rest in this game. 2:51 left, and it's tied back up after Fox had a really good opening 2-0 lead.
It really did. And just a bit unfortunate is I think the Sabres kind of figured them out about a minute into the game and realized that what they needed to do was just force them into bad defensive situations, and especially in the midfield. You get past both players in the midfield, that's going to be a goal, and they seem to be really aggressive and push up really far, and that's cost them 2 goals at this point, even though it's given them 2.
Right. Yep. Kind of a trade-off. Got to make sure you can get back to those rotations after you're pushing out that aggressive. Right now, we got them, all 4 of them going down the field into this corner. It's going to be coming across right here. Ava going to be there on the defense. Slink trying to pop it in. Not going to be there, but Kamui is going to be. Comes out from midfield to help the teammate out, and just like that, Foxes have lost their lead, and it's going to be in favor of the Sabres now, 3-2. Great teamwork there.
A great 50 right there. Ava goes a little bit too high, but it was a really good 50 otherwise. This just popped right back into the middle, and again, the Sabres have the lead now, and Super Flame's going to try and answer right back. It's going to go right off the crossbar. A good chance for the Foxes. Avo put this one a little bit wide, but he can't put that one in. It's just going to clear, and the Sabres still have the lead here in game number 1.
Yeah, Flames had an opportunity there. They were keeping the pressure on, and they're going to keep it up as Super was going up with it. Avo going to be there in the midfield. But Kamui is going to be able to clear it out, at least into that corner. The demo is going to give them a little bit of time, maybe an opportunity now. It's Slink going back down the field. A little bit unfortunate as Avo spawns right in front of him. So lucky for Avo to get where he did. Otherwise, that could have been even a good contest to get it back to the midfield for the Sabres.
What a touch from Kamui. And he's going to try to go around Avo, but just really good job of putting them in. Ooh, that was a bit of an interesting touch there. I think his teammate was back there, but it didn't matter too much. Super Flame tried to put it in front of the own goal. Kamui, and we're all tied at 3.
Yep, a little unfortunate, but a great setup from Superflame here. Chases it all the way around, lays it right in front. Avo was there, so Kamui is trying to get over and behind it, but Avo was there for the slam dunk regardless. It's going to give the credit to Superflame, but a good setup. And again, good teamwork from both teams we've seen so far. I think they've been playing really well together. They've been knowing where their teammate is and how to respond.
Yeah, they really have, especially, I mean, I think they've done a really good job of just the communication that I think they have. They're just saying, oh, I'm mid, I'm waiting for a pass, and they've been able to find them more often than not, and we're all tied at 3 because of it. It's just really good passes, a really good 50 there from Avo, but he's just going to get bumped into it. That's just really unfortunate, but Superflame is going to be able to, oh, what a save!
What a save!
Save from the Sabres, and it's tied still.
I wish I could get a replay on the save right there because it was beautiful. Superflame tries to bounce it up and over Slink, but a little bit too much power on it. Bounces it too high and off the top bar. 30 seconds left. Tied up right now. What an intense game one. This could be going to overtime. Sabres going to try to take it out. Open goal. He's got to chip it back to the right, and that will do it with 18 seconds left. And Flame retake the lead 4-3.
What a challenge in the midfield. I mean, the Foxes went way far back. I thought they went way too far back, but they did a good job of contesting him in the midfield, and he beat his man. And now the Foxes have a 1-goal lead with 18 seconds left, and the Sabres need to respond right about now to even have a shot at game number 1.
And they're going to try. Slink trying to put it towards goal, but goes out way a little wide. Kamui going to be here. Slink trying to go for it, but gets the miss. Now Avo going to be able to push it away, and that should do it. Off the wall. I can't believe that 1 second lasted so long. Still up in the air. One more opportunity for Superflame, but not going to do it. Doesn't matter. Fox is still going to take game 1 in their favor. A close game, though, as it was back and forth. Foxes take the early lead, lost it to the Sabres, and then they take it back at the very end right there. Great play and keeping their head in the game from Foxes.
Yeah, a really good job from the Foxes, just turning things around when things seemed a little bleak. Obviously, the Sabres scored 3 goals and in a row. I mean, the Foxes, they came out with a strong start, but really didn't turn things around until about the last minute and a half, until they got that one a little bit of an own goal, but I think it was going in anyways. I think it was there anyways. And then just a good challenge in the midfield that won them the game. And the Sabres, they played really well, though. The Sabres played very well. And I think that if they keep this up, I think they could definitely take game number 2, 100%.
Yep. And I would like to point out, too, as we get into game 2 here, coming in quick on that scoreboard, how close everybody was. Everybody was within like 50 or 60 points of each other. There were a ton of goals or shots on from both teams, saves on both teams. Nobody really standing out. Like I said, the team gameplay here seems to be quite a bit more substantial than the last series we just casted, Vitali, and they seem to be working very well together on both sides.
Yeah, 100%. Hold on. Just a minute, you can continue talking. I'm just telling you.
We're getting jump into game 2. Foxes are currently up 1-0 in the match, so Sabres gonna have to bring it out and see what they can do. I think you mentioned it at the beginning of or kind of the midway through game 1 there when the Sabres started bringing it back. It seemed like they had the Foxes figured out. I mean, it seems like they knew how to counter their gameplay and how to get on it, but then the Foxes were able to keep it in there, and just like that, Avo beats his man, takes it down the field. I think that was against Slink that he won the 1v1. Or no, it was against Kamui. So a great response, gets the rebound, and then all the way down midfield, slams it in for the first point of the game.
Yeah, a really good job from Avo. A really good getting in the field, and a bit unfortunate for Kamui, being the birthday guy and all, but unfortunately things like this happen. You're gonna have to rebound and make sure the Foxes don't take this game, take this series. But it's not off to a good start as the Foxes again with a 1-0 lead, and they come out to a good start again in the second game. I mean, they scored the first goal in both games so far. Ava's gonna have another shot. It's gonna go off the crossbar, and Superflame. A bit of a side flip, and the Foxes' lead is still at 1.
The way my camera angle was there, I didn't see Superflame coming in, and it looked like he had a great angle on it, but it was just a little bit low. So a good team help once again. Superflame was there trying to help out Avo to get it in, but wasn't able to. Superflame, though, going to walk it down the goal line now. Kamui going to be there. Not there in time, however, as Superflame is going to walk it in himself. And once again, we see the Foxes up 2-0. This is when the Sabres put the brakes on last time and turned it around for themselves and brought it back to 3-2. Going to see if they can do a similar thing here, or maybe now Foxes have the numbers of the Sabres.
Hey, you never know. I mean, it did happen last game, so we might see a little bit of deja vu. But the Fox is doing a good job of just winning challenges in the midfield. That ball almost went through everybody, but he did miss a little wide. This is going to be a good pass into the middle. Kamui can't finish one off. A good 50, and again in the midfield. Oh, a bit of a miss there from Slink, but a good save. And the Fox is thwarted at making 3-0, but excellent challenges from them in the midfield.
Yeah, and it is still back and forth every time. I mean, currently right now, Fox is up 2-0, which seems significant only just by the skin of their teeth, as every one of these contestants has been there back and forth for both of these teams. It's an extremely even match. Great save for Kamui right there. Avo had it right on shot. He was there waiting. Another demo. I think that's our third or fourth of the game. So some heavy action happening, or aggression happening in terms of the bumps and demos so far. Oh, Super Flame and Sync is kind of having a slow little 1v1, but Avo is going to be there. How did he get the speed on and bumps it in? As Slink and Super are just sitting here bouncing it back and forth, Avo comes off the wall, wraps around, and just taps it in up and over everybody. What a heads-up play right there to give the Foxes a 3-0.
Super Flame actually kind of popped it right into Avo. He got bumped into it, but it worked out perfectly as it gave him a little bit of height, which allowed him to just get a little bit more power and height and get it over both defenders. And the Foxes now up 3-0, and that's something I don't think we expected. Super Flame beats his man to the ball, but where Avo's all the way gone, but it's going to go in anyways. A good finish from him, and it's 4-0 Foxes.
Yeah, the opportunity for the Sabres to get back and get that defense, but they just were not, unfortunately, there. Avo beats Kamui to the ball all the way from midfield and slams it in. But I think it was a little bit unfortunate. I think Sabres, on their communication, I talked so heavily about both teams. I think Sabres were lacking a little bit there. Just the rotation that they wanted wasn't quite there, as the goal was just open for a good long while. Plenty of opportunities for the Foxes.
Oh, what a save, but this one's going to go in anyways. A beautiful 50 on the post. Ava went off it, but it doesn't matter. The Sabres are back in this game.
Kamui just followed it in. Avo tried so hard to press it out of there, and then Super Flame was right there as well, but Slink was just coming in with full boost down that midfield straight into the goal, and that's going to bring him back within 3 here. As Sabres still not quite within striking distance, but they are catching back up with 2.5 minutes left in the game.
They really are. They are back in this game 100%. Sabres need to get another goal pretty quick, or else things might slip away from them, especially if the Foxes get another goal.
Yep, halfway through the game.
Ooh.
Super Flame and Avo trying to work something out here. Avo feels like he's been stuck in this corner for the last few seconds. He can't get himself out. Every time he clears the ball out of here, the Sabres just bring it right back. They're trying to keep that pressure up to get those goals on point. Slink trying to come in, but just a little bit of a whiff off to the side. Not able to get it. Opportunity for Super. Oh, no, the old self-team bump into the corner, so Avo just smacks his teammate right off the edge. Super had an opportunity there. It's going to be Super versus Slink. Slink gets the demo. He goes off the wall. Kamui's right there. They come up. I thought that was going to be a great crossover. But unfortunately, Slink was not there ready for it. Oh, that's a little scary. It threw Slink off, though. Slink thought it was coming over sideways farther. He had to put on the brakes right in the goal line.
Yeah,
Slink thought the ball was going to be there faster.
I think he thought that ball was going to go right in, actually. I don't think he expected that ball to just kind of loop high and over arcing. He was like, oh no, this ball isn't going to go in. This is in front of my net. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, threw the brakes on and just let him fly right. Oh!
What a dunk. These dunks from the Sabres, they're coming on strong right now.
Slink looked so good in that contention right there. Wasn't able to get there as Kamui was just hanging back a little bit to not get smacked back on the return. 1 minute left. Sabres got to put 3 down now to take it into over. Every second that passes is looking good for the Foxes. They're just going to probably try to delay, maybe get it on the Sabres side of the field as much as possible, as we see right now. Kamui back in the goal. Oh, tried to clear it out, but it was a little bit shy. Avo not able to get there, though. All the way down the field. Is Super Flame going to be able to get there in time? No, tries to, not going to do it. That's going to put the Sabres within 2. Only 34 seconds left.
Kamui just getting that 50, and the Sabres are right back in this game with 34 seconds left. We saw it with the Sabres last series, but they came back in 23 seconds and they scored 2. So let's see if the Sabres can do it in just a little bit more time. I think they're certainly possible. Kamui's shown some excellent offensive prowess He's going for the demo there. Slink's going to get a shot. It's going to go in, and it's a 1-goal game with 25 seconds left.
That is putting him within striking distance. I thought the Fox were set up for this. Both of them. Look how heavily defensive they were playing. They were all both just sitting back in the goal. Unfortunately, Avo comes out. Super was not there for the rebound. And up and over both of them to bring them with Sabres. Not out of this yet.
They really are not. The Foxes got to hold on a little bit stronger. It's going to go right off the post, but he can't put it in. Avo trying to get the 50, but man, the Foxes trying their best to put this game away, but the Sabres saying no.
Sabres, 6 seconds left. Can they take it all the way back down the field? It's going to be up to Slink and Kamui here. Slink taking it off the wall, crossing through the middle. He's going up for it. Kamui going to have to be underneath it. Catches it, but not enough. Fox is going to take game 2 as well, giving them the 2-0 lead in the series. Fox is looking very, very strong.
Fox is looking good, but the Sabres, they scored 2 goals in 7 seconds and made this a game. And if you're the Foxes, that's got to be a little bit scary, because if you weren't up by 3, this game's tied and going to overtime.
Yeah,
and that's a scary thought to have if you're on the Foxes side, because no lead is safe if you're the Foxes, really, with just the pop-off ability of the Sabres.
Yeah, and on that time around, the Sabres actually, on the least the scoreboard portion, putting more shots up. They had 7 shots, where the Foxes only had 6. But the Foxes just with a better goal percentage as they were to lock down those 4. Sabres, though, I mean, both games going to Foxes so far, but this series even way closer than the first 2 games we saw of the last series, as Sabres have been within 1 point both times and have come back both times. We've seen Foxes be up by 2 points in game 1 and 3 points there. And Sabres just do not say quit, and they just continue to keep in it.
Yeah, they really have. They just have that never say die mentality, which is a really, really good thing to have. Just even if you're down, just say, you know what? It doesn't matter that we're down. We still have the ability to come back and take this game. It doesn't matter who we're playing. So I think. Oh, and the miss there, Kamui will make it 1-0 real quick.
Yep, a little bit unfortunate for Foxes. I think it was the right call to come out and try to go for that contestation. Just a little bit unfortunate for Super to get the miss. But Kamui not taking any chances. He takes that opportunity of open goal and gives them the first lead, or at least the first points of these first 3 games for the Sabres, as Foxes opens up on the last 2.
Oh, no, another miss. And Avo is just a bit unfortunate.
Super wasn't having it twice, Vitali, though. He said, nope, this one's mine. He got the defense. Avo going to miss that one, but Super going to be there.
You're right. You know what? Super's just going to say, nah, I'm not going to let that happen twice, as you said.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And he wasn't getting fooled twice.
You aren't wrong. You aren't wrong. A bit interesting play in the midfield from the Foxes. I think a little bit of a lack of communication.
I don't know if it's about communication or mind games, as he kind of just lets Kamui go up and over as he's sitting there defending on the midfield. Tries to get a reverse goal, but Slink going to be there for the... Now Ava going to try to take it off the sidewall. Could be going set up as Super goes up for it. Maybe another setup off the wall. Kind of just catches it, though. A little bit awkward how it got caught between him and the wall there. Probably could have left it a little bit more open for Avo since he was out of...
Yeah, I definitely think I could have. What a shot from Avo.
What a save, too. Yeah, both of those. They were just on point. Good reads all around on that.
Oh, for sure. But the Sabres still up 1-0, and the Foxes really not doing a whole lot on the offensive side. It seems like the Sabres are really bringing it to them this game.
Yeah, I agree. And they feel like they're in control most of the time, too. It seems like Foxes are having to respond more than being in control. It seems like Sabres are just playing way more consistent together, at least in this game, than we saw in the first 2.
Good touch there, because if he got beat, that would have been a goal.
Oh, potential setup for Avo. No. Where is he?
Oh, my.
Not able to get it cleared out by Super. Sabres not able to convert on that one. A couple opportunities. Good clear out by Slink. I think Super was going to take that one home, but Slink just goes up and over him and pushes it away from him there.
Oh, bit of a whiff on both sides, but it ends up working out for the Sabres. No, it's right back in the box. Is this going to go in? No, Kamui can't hit it. And
oh no!
Off the crossbar. Oh my goodness. Oh, this hurts. It hurts so much.
Oh, great save from Kamui, though. Super Flame trying to get it into the goal, not able to. As Super Flame, or Kamui was there for it. Now Kamui going to have an opportunity. 1v1 against Super. Avo harass him a little bit in the midfield. Slink here as well. But Super Flame going to take it. It's going to go wide. No, it's not. I thought it was going wide, Brian. It goes straight in. You called it before it came, right as it came off. Takes the 1v1. He was just trying to clear it out defensively, but straight down the field. Fox is tying it back up.
That's just, that hurts. I mean, after all that defense that you had, all of it, and it just ends up, you get it scored on like that. That hurts. Oh no, that's another open end. Super Flame. Oh, Slink, what a save. What a save. In there.
I didn't think he had the angle on it. I thought he was in trouble. I thought he wasn't going to be able to get behind it, but he found it and clears it out. An amazing save by...
Oh, my goodness.
Also, after that one, it kind of reminds me that we need to make sure that everybody keep an eye out. If you guys find a good play of the week, make sure to clip it and send it into the MLE Discord. Hashtag MLEPOTW to get the player a chance to win some free balls.
Free case of balls. Who will say no to a free case of balls? I won't.
Free 99. Can't pass that.
You really can't. A Slink. Oh, he's an opener. Can he get back to it? No, Avo.
Oh, Avo!
The defense is on both sides. What is going on in this game? What defense?
These great rotations. Slink had an opportunity there, but he was out of boost. Avo wasn't. Avo was able to catch up and get all the way around him for just an amazing save, keeping this game tied 1-1. The lowest scoring game we've seen all night. But is Kamui going to try to get in here? No, just goes a little bit wide of the ball. And it's going to bounce out away from his control.
And again, it might be the lowest scoring game, but I think it's the best defensive game that we've seen.
Sure.
Just these two defenses making quality save after quality save and really stopping any chances that before they even start. It's really just been a midfield game, and who's going to take advantage? Do you have any predictions for the last 50 seconds, dude?
I don't know. I think Sabres have been looking good. I think they might have the Foxes number. Foxes have taken the first two games, but Sabres know they've got to win this one to stay in it. So if I had any predictions, I'm going to give it to them. They're looking quite good in Game 3 here.
We will see. I think the Foxes
great clear. You think so? All right, we'll be head-to-head here.
I'm not betting any money on it. I don't have money to. I'm sorry.
Break it out next time. Movie going up for it. He's out of boost, though, so that's going to be a little awkward. Stuck underneath it. Slink going to be right there, though. He's going to chip it up and over. Is Avo going to be there? Yes, he is. Super Flame as well. So Avo and Super Flame both on the deep.
Oh,
trying to take this to overtime. Yeah, Super Flame had the opportunity. Super trying to put it in. And one more chance here off the wall. Slink, this could be big. Chip it in. No, I think the save was there anyway. But it was a good opportunity. We are going to overtime at 1 point apiece. This could be a couple minutes overtime here. The defenses are just on point right now.
The defenses really are, or it could be a free goal as Super Flame able to clear that one down. The Foxes seem to just be getting those clears over the touch from Slink, but it's not going to matter. He's able a good 50. Kamui getting that quality touch that he needed to keep this game alive for the Sabres.
I am scared for both teams right now. I'm just intense. Coming down off the top. Avo wasn't set up entirely. Super was just too high to get back on to the Fox side of the field. Avo clearing it back onto the Sabres side of the field now, however.
Oh, no.
Here for the Fox.
Oh, no.
Both of them go after it. Off the left bar as Kamui just gets just enough touch to clear it out, and now we'll get the full clear. It's going to be back in the possession of the Sabres. Avo not making it easy, though. Bringing it back over. Slink, no, with an unfortunate defensive miss. It could be big, but Super Flame was not there for the follow-up.
Oh, my goodness. This overtime. Oh, what a dunk. Can Slink it back in time? Yes, he can.
Yeah, he can.
Oh, my goodness. These defensive stands from the Sabres. I don't even know what to say at this point.
Big defensive saves, and nobody's, like, sitting in goal. They're just great rotations. They're still, we talked about it a couple times earlier, too. You said they were fighting in the midfield, and that's how it's been going. Oh, no, big opportunity. It doesn't matter, though. The rotation from Kamui is going to, and that's why it's a team game, 2v2. Now Kamui off the top. That was close. Slink going to try to help as well. Kamui going to wrap back around. Try to contest Super Flame here in the middle of in the field. Coming up at 2 minutes into overtime. And not because lack of shots. It has just been really good defense all around. A little lob up. But Super Flame there on the defense once again. Oh, a little unfortunate team bump by Tally.
That's really unfortunate. But honestly, it was a really good half from Slink. Slink was really good at reading that ball as it went past him, but just having the know-with-all to half flip, and I mean that's a mechanic that a lot of lower level players haven't learned yet. So it's something good to see. As oh no, both players go for the ball if you're on the Sabres. I think they had an open net on the Fox's side, but again, just a bit unfortunate, I think, for both teams at this point.
Yeah, we've had a couple goal opportunities that have just gone wide. We've had lots of shots on goal, but we said it. The goaltending has been there. The goalies are all, and I think this really shows the team coordination again. This fight, the rotations have been there all around, but finally, Avo finds the hole that he needs, takes the game 2-1, just out of this corner. Kamui not able to get rotated around to the right angle. And unfortunately, Slinks just misses it to a little bit wide right for himself. And that is going to give Foxes Game 3 and officially the series. We still got 2 more games here to stay in it. The Foxes will be taking the series, this one for sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you're the Sabres, this has got to hurt. Yeah, I think, obviously, like, on the Foxes, you got to feel like, wow, we just won this series in, like, the most dramatic of fashion. Like, almost a 3-minute overtime. And so many chances for both teams, and you come out on top. I mean, that's got to feel good.
And tons of saves. I mean, 5 saves from the Foxes, 6 saves from the Sabres. I mean, the shots were there the whole time, but the defense on that game was just astounding. So good.
It was fantastic, and I really hope to see another game like that here in game number 4. Even though the Sabres have lost the series, they still have the ability to take 1 to 2 games, and obviously this has been a really close series. I think every game has been 1 goal, decided by 1 goal. So I think with just a bit of tweaks, maybe a bit more offense, the Sabres could definitely take a game or 2 and make it a 3-2.
Yeah, assuming that the Foxes stay kind of the same consistency, it is not going to take much from the side of the Sabres to step up and just win these last 2 games. They've all been very and it kind of feels like a playoff game just because the teams are so evenly matched here in week 2. But Avo taking a golden opportunity, open net, as no rotation was there that time. As Slink and Kamui both get burned all the way in the backfield, and Avo knows it. They were almost there, almost got caught up, but not quite in time. As Avo going to take the Foxes to a 1-0 lead here.
And a really good job. Just Kamui, unfortunately, unable to rotate. I don't think he expected that touch from Avo, but Avo getting the touch that was unpredicted, and a really good job there from Super Flame. But again, the Foxes really showing up here early on, and Kamui trying to change that, but unable to get a touch there. The Foxes really doing well here in this early game.
Another opportunity now, this time for Super Flame. He is able to get it, so just crosses it just over. Nice patience, no panic at all as he sees the open goal from all the way down this field. I mean, midfield on the opponent, and takes it all the way home.
Yeah, a really good job from him. I mean, again, just like you said, no panic. Just making sure, you see that open net, and you're just like, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to make sure that I hit it towards the open net and I don't miss. Because I think that's the biggest thing in Foundation League that people miss on is just open nets, because they're trying to do things too fast for themselves, and they don't want to mess things up. But when you do that, when you go too fast for yourself, you end up messing things up anyways. So just making sure to take the time and control and putting things in, even when it is an open net, which is probably the hardest thing to score. You got all the time in the world, but just making sure to slow things down is a really good skill to have.
Sometime if you don't just have like that muscle memory mechanics, if you said open net, you get a little nervous, you don't want to miss the easy shots, and then you overcorrect yourself. Avo, though, not doing that. Couple double bumps for himself. I didn't see who it was trying to get in there on the defense. Wasn't able to get the correct angle, but Avo sets himself up. Kamui not able to get wrapped around in time, and that's going to give Foxes, I think, the biggest lead. Did they go up by 3 earlier, and then the Sabres brought it back? Or was it just 2?
I think it was just 2. I think it was just 2. And that's going to go right in as well. That's got to hurt so much.
It's got to feel bad for the Sabres, but feel great for the Foxes. That's going to give them a comfortable lead here with 3.5 minutes. Just a great tip-off shot right there from Super Flame. And that's going to give them a handy lead.
I mean, if you're on the Sabres side, you got to change something real quick. You're halfway through the game, and you're at this point, you're down 4-0, and you're saying to yourself, well, we've given 3 open nets and 1 kickoff goal, and we're down 4-0. Like, it's gotta hurt if you're on the Sabres. You feel like everything you've done in the last 3 games is really just being kind of unwritten as Avo can't finish that one off. I mean, another open net miss there from the Foxes, and Avo, oh, Slink.
Yeah, Slink just not able to get it.
Open nets, man, it hurts.
Yeah.
And there they go. They make sure to score the open net. The Foxes are scoring the open nets and they're winning 5-0. We're not capitalizing. They're losing 5-0.
Yep. You talked about it. It's tough, and I think maybe it's getting in the mind games a little bit. Maybe the Sabres getting a little rattled, especially this game, and maybe just not staying as focused as they could, knowing that the series is down. And you got to stay in these games. I mean, those games later in the season are going to count, so you got to keep your head in there. And I think maybe Sabres or the Foxes just gotten under their skin just a little bit as they continue to extend this lead as Super Flame just walks that in uncontested, and it is looking rough for the Sabres.
I think at this point, this game's over. I mean, half the game hasn't gone yet, but it's 6-0, and you can just tell that the Sabres are kind of out of it as this is just going to go right in.
That one, I don't know. That one just seems like the gods are against you as it comes off the tip-off, bounces perfectly off the wall, and it just rolls straight in. And that's just got to feel bad. The first 3 games were extremely close, extremely tight-knit, and this is by far the largest lead we've seen. And again, I bring it back. I wonder if it's sort of a mental thing for the Sabres where they've either kind of half checked out for the series or if it's just getting to them. Maybe they're just getting frustrated, and that's just making them have a little bit more troubles here.
I think maybe after those first 2 goals went in, I mean, the misses on the side of the Sabres. But again, you can't let that get to you. You got to come back. You got to take a game, too, because every game means something here. Even if you don't win the series, those tiebreakers later on in the season are huge. So if you get 5-0 here, that's massive because I mean, there isn't much more you can do at that point. And another miss from Slink, and it just seems like the Sabres are really falling apart at this point.
Yeah, they are struggling a little bit this game, and we saw the opposite side. Foxes have been capitalizing on those opportunities, where so far the Sabres have just not been. I think they potentially, I was gonna say, by the stats they could bring it back, but I mean it would be a long uphill battle. But Fox is just continuing to put this game away, and I think almost at this point, if you're the Sabres, you start thinking about Game 5 and how you get back into it and start fresh and working together to jump back in and for it.
Avo, he had a wide open net, but he could have put that top corner. I think that could have been a better shot. At this point, you start working on placement. If you're the Foxes, you do have all these open nets. This one might just roll in it well. It's 8-1. Kamui's gonna get one. The birthday boy is gonna get one. But again, it's 8-1, and at this point, how much does it matter going into game number 5?
Yeah, I mean, on this one, I don't know. On this game, I think you work on your mechanics. You try to read your opponent's team. Try to get as much information for Game 5 as you can. But, I mean, 7 goals in a minute 20 is going to be rough. And I also like to say, just poor Avo. I just feel bad for him as he's getting called out by Delhi here. So we can keep the shots on him. He's playing out of his mind, and we're just giving him a hard time. So that's the troubles of when you've been in the MLE too long and people know you.
Oh!
That was a great touch. There we go. So that's what brings your confidence back up going into Game 5. Up from Slink. Camille's going to go up there and just lollygag it in there. A beautiful little catch grab to drop it in. And that is going to make you feel better for Game 5.
Lollygag it in there.
Lollygag it in there.
I don't think I've heard that one before. But
write it down, Vitali.
What a fantastic shot. And you know what? That's a play of the week shot, I think, right there. Just a beautiful shot over 2 defenders. And Avo could have, Avo was right there,
He had a chance, right?
He had a chance. Come on, Avo.
Poor Avo. Beat down here.
I only do it because of Delhi. #blame Delhi. But, again, the Foxes.
He's going to come back and watch this VOD later and be like, man, we were playing so good. Vitali probably gave us so many props, and it's just you ragging on him the whole game. He's going to be like, what happened?
No. Delhi's been telling to bully him more.
Sure.
Okay. You know what?
Vitali.
You know what? You're right. You know what? There are excuses, but they aren't wrong. They aren't wrong excuses. I will pull up my DMs on stream right now, exposing Delhi, saying that he wants me to bully a player in the MLE. Shake my head at Delhi.
The big drama.
Yeah, for real. Like, come on. Come on. Well, hashtag blame Delhi. Can we get that hashtag trending in chat? Thank you.
Yep. All right, and that should make it darn near impossible. Another one, 10-2. Foxes just didn't let up this whole game. They don't want to get cooled off, right? They got to go into game 5. They got to come out swinging again. They're going to get that reset once. And Foxes will feel very happy if they take it 5 games to 0, whereas Sabres just going to try to pull one off and get that goose egg off the board for the match.
I mean, hopefully you can come back. This game is super demoralizing, 10-2, but you just got to put it behind you, and that's what the mind of a great Rocket League player does. Super Flame trying to go for a double tap. Can't finish it off. And Avo, what?
Comes in out of nowhere, off the crossbar, taps it in himself. With
Avo?
0 seconds. Avo, the double, right in there to make it 11-2. Another great opportunity to bring out the play of the game. That's it. All right, Vitali's headsets are off. He's out of here. He's walking away. He can't handle it anymore. That shot was just too much for him, as that's gonna pull him out of commission. I think Vitali is having to go wash his face off with a damp cloth because he just can't handle it anymore. What a shot from Avo to end that game. That's a great opportunity. Make sure if you guys are watching on stream.
Getting back in my chair. I'm not gonna.
You guys are watching on stream, make sure you are clipping the shots that you enjoy, the plays that you like. Send them to the old MLE Esports Twitter feed with the hashtag MLEPOTW for play of the week to get them that case of balls, or just put it in the Discord. You in the MLE Discord, drop it in there with a sweet clip, and that one might be on the billboard because that was a beauty.
That was a fantastic shot from Avo. As much as Delhi wants me to bully him, I can't bully him after that. That was a fantastic shot. I don't even know what to say.
That's the cutoff. It's official. You're getting bullied by Vitali or another GM that you know IRL. Just make sure to make the most brilliant shot ever, and then you get a free pass.
Honestly, at this point, I can't do it anymore. So I'm sorry, Delhi, but the bully Avo trend is over. I'm on the hype Avo train now. We're gonna go all hype Avo now. As the Foxes going into game number 5, wanting to take this and take the sweep over the Sabres.
I'm sure a sweep would be great for them to have on their record. It's going to make them feel very comfortable. Foxes also took their first week match against 4-1. So if they are able to clinch this one out, they've already guaranteed an 8-2 record on the season, trying to make it 9-1. With the Sabres trying to get this match goose egg off the board. They were looking really good in the first 3 games, and game 4 just got out of hand for the Foxes.
Yeah, it really did. But again, you just need to reset. If you're on the Sabres in game number 5, all those whiffs happen, all those open nets happen. It happened. It doesn't matter. It's game number 5, fresh slate. You want to try to get this game. As Super Flame trying to get a goal early, but he can't do it. His slink is going to save it. But Avo, you know what? Oh. We're back on the bully Avo.
He was going to be there, but the open net goes wide right.
Wide right. The open net. Come on, Avo. Come on.
I think that's we talked about getting your head cleared out and kind of resetting yourself. I think that's probably one of the hardest and most important things in all sports, in all video games, in any kind of competitive natures. If you have a bad day, a bad game, it's really difficult just to reset yourself and just go into it knowing that you can play the game that you need to play. It's an extremely valuable skill, so we'll see if the Sabres are able to do that here. And it's something that takes a lot of time and mental fortitude to keep up with.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, that's why, professional players are professional players, because even if they have a bad week or a bad game, they're able to bounce back and make sure to just say, oh, you know what, it's just a bad game. Bounce back, let's get the next game. And it's something the Sabres have to do. And I mean, they're doing a lot better of a job in this game than they were in the last one. Obviously,
yeah, absolutely.
They're not down 5-0 at this point, or 6-0. They were at this point last game. So.
Their rotations have stepped back up again. I mean, they're not leaving those open nets. We saw one missed opportunity from Avo earlier, but they haven't had nearly as many of those open net opportunities that they had. So the rotations from the Sabres have been strong again. And here we are, Sabres taking the first point of game 5. And that has got to make them start feeling good. They've still in this, got the lead. Look at that patience on Slink. Just waits. Fortunately for Slink, Super misses the defensive clear, but he is able to take advantage of that and put him on the board.
Yeah, a really good job from Slink, just outwaiting the bounce, and Super Flame just reads it a little bit wrong, and the Sabres now have a 1-0 lead, and oh boy, a team bump. Oh no. But again, the Sabres doing a really good job in this game of just making sure to outweight the Foxes and put them in really bad spots.
Look at this.
Here's another one. Slink's going to try to get a bump. Yes, he will put it in. No bumper touch required. It's 2-0 Sabres.
Look at this. Beats over Avo, takes it from beyond midfield off the wall, and he tried to follow it in but didn't need to, as it was a beautiful drop. And Slink from, 70% way across the field off the wall will just drop it in to give him a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, just a beautiful shot there. And the Sabres, they've come out and said, you know what? We want this game number 5. Avo going to try to get his man. Woo! What a save there from Kamui, the birthday boy himself. Coming up huge in game number 5.
Yeah, that was a great save. I wish we had save replays in the game, like live in the game. Somehow you could pause it to see it, because that was just a beauty right there.
Put that one in the middle. Oh, good touch there from Kamui. And the Sabres
was coming over the top. He was coming over hot.
He was coming over hot. Oh, a good try on the bump there from Kamui, but it didn't go as planned. Avo getting bumped out of the way, but a good clear. And it seems like the Sabres are just bringing that physical play and being aggressive that they need to take this game number 5.
Yeah. We talked about it. You can't let those bad games, they happen to everybody. You can't let them get to him. It does not look like the Sabres will do that. Avo with a great opportunity here. Sets himself off the wall. Unfortunately, the defensive clear wasn't there from the side of the Sabres, as Avo just tracks this one all the way in for an easy point.
And a bit unfortunate there is it took a bounce that Slink wasn't ready for, and it bounced right over his head. And Avo, of course, he's getting spoon-fed these open net goals, but they're right back in it, and the Sabres, they got to come back. They got to score another goal real quick, or else they're gonna go tied, and he leaves the net wide open, and
that was unfortunate.
Tie it up.
Kamui had gone off to the side to pick up the boost to reset, wasn't able to get back in time, and Super Flame just going to walk that one in. Or excuse me, Slink had walked over to the back corner, apologies, and was trying to pick up that boost to reset and just did not get back in time. And that's going to tie it back up. The lead that they had, 2-0, out of here.
Here at the MLE, we expect nothing but the best casting, so the fact that you forgot his name, you know what? You're fired. You're
out of here.
Done.
All right, I'm peace. Done. I'm walking away from my desk now, Vitaly. I'm out.
Oh, okay. Understandable. You know what? I would too if I had to cast with me, so.
You got me for 50 minutes. You got 2 25-minute games, and I got to keep up with you the whole time.
I know, gosh, it's hard carrying this hard, but
Yeah. Hey,
last
week I only had to put up with you for 1 game, so this week we're stepping it up twice. I don't know if I can do 3 games in the future. Great off-the-wall shot from Avo. And that, for the first time this game, Foxes are in the lead. We talked about that mental fortitude a couple times tonight for the side of the Sabres. This is where you have to put the pedal down, and you've got to stay in the game. You are not out of this. Don't let this one get away from you. Still put it together.
You really have to put it together. And with 40 seconds left, Kamui's going to try to lead a comeback. Going off the ceiling. I was a little bit ambitious from him, but still 30 seconds left. The Sabres still have a chance. Avo up high.
Yeah, he's going for it.
Yeah, he did go for it, but it was a bit of a miss there. Oh, no. Slink with a bit of a miss, but Super Flame able to just put it to the side. A good bump there. Well, that's wide open. Can Kamui put it in? Yes, he can. And we will tie the game at 3 in game number 5.
They're not out of it. Doesn't seem like they gave up mentally. They're not giving up at all physically, as he just walks that in. Great little angle. He got a little nervous. I think he was going to try to sweep wide right to push it back in there, but he found out he didn't need to and just watched it go in.
You know what? We're all tied, and we might go to another overtime if the Foxes don't score on this offensive possession. But it's looking a little scary for the Sabres now as Avo. They're trying to put it past.
Unfortunately, move was there. Now it's an opportunity for the Sabres. Tips it off the wall, but unfortunately not enough angle. Slink wasn't able to catch it. We are officially going to overtime. Game 5, tied 3-3.
If the Foxes win, they get the sweep. If the Sabres win, they make it a 4-1, which, it doesn't sound all that great, but
sounds better than a 0-5, I'll tell you.
It does. Oh, what a save! Even puts it up high. That's got to be a bit of a better shot from him, unfortunately. But the Sabres still alive here in this series, not getting swept yet.
Yeah. Possibility still on the board, but they're going to make it tough. Coming in fast right there. Slink was coming in, but he misses it. This could be it, and that is going to do it as Super Flame walks it in. Slink wanted to go for the win. It was a great pass from Kamui right there, trying to set it up middle. Slink went for it, but unfortunately just went a little low, and Super Flame was able to capitalize on it. Takes it all the way back down the field to give them the game victory.
A bit unfortunate, but good games all around. Really close games, other than that one game, which was 11-2.
The rest of them
were 1-goal games. I think they were all 4-3.
I think you're correct as well. So, I mean, the Sabres, like, it's going to feel bad when you look back and you see the stats for the, for the rounds. It went 5-0 or 0-5 if you're the Sabres. That's going to look really bad. But if they come back and just talk about it with each other, rewatch the VOD maybe, figure out what was going on, and those were extremely close. Other than the one game where they were just popping off, the Fox were just all over the place. That was really, really close series the whole way through.
I think any other night, I think the Sabres win this series, honestly. I think there were so many little things that didn't go their way tonight, which was really unfortunate. But doesn't matter, as the Foxes do get the 5-0. And
the big 5-0.
The big 5-0. But again, that is the last series for the night. You don't have to put up with me anymore.
Woo, thank goodness, because I don't know. Well, man, we were getting close. I was at my...
Okay, you know what? That's enough. That's enough from you. You're out of here. I'm talking 100. We're getting you off the team. But that's going to be it from us. We're going to go to the mainstream MLE Esports. We do have Champ League action, so make sure to join us there. But it was a pleasure casting with you, even though you did hate me. We got through it.
It was fun. I enjoyed it, man. That's third game with you, and I enjoy it, so really appreciate it. And I just want to say I appreciate MLE letting me come out here and cast. I really have a good time. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Thanks for the production crew for putting it all together, as always, and the teams for playing, obviously. So that's what we're all here to do, is enjoy the team play. So
for sure, great game tonight. But that's going to be it from us. Make sure to go over to the main channel. But make sure to go check them out. That's going to be it from us for Foundation League action. Make sure to come back tomorrow night to see Academy League action. You guys won't want to miss it. Have a great night.